Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. Welcome to another streaming Saturday. How are you doing? I see Stevie there in the chat. Welcome. Welcome everyone coming to hang out in all of the platforms. I appreciate you stopping by for some gameplay and hanging out and doing all that stuff. I see Tom Cruise is trending on Twitter. What's going on with poor Tom Cruise on Twitter? Tom Cruise is in the house today. Oh, okay, he's at some sort of sports event. San Francisco Giants. Okay, yep, Tom Cruise is hanging out at a sports event. Back to the real deal. So I'll take a quick look at my cams. I think that's a little too dark. Let me change up the brightness on that a little bit. Change that exposure. I think that's a little better. And then we'll check the amazing cam. Looks pretty amazing. Okay. So amazing cam looks fine. Right there. Alright, and then we got the full screen cam over here. Looks pretty good there. Web browser. We're already at the web browser right over here. So looks good. And then the card cam. Actually, I don't really have any crack-a-pack this week, but here is just the, I don't know, it's just something here I might put on the card cam later. I am doing pretty well. A little tired, actually. I ran an errand earlier, and I just got back a little while ago. But we'll play. We'll do some gameplay. I don't have a real schedule, so we'll just cut that for the moment. But I will. I do want to do some gold digging. According to that, it's been a few days since I played anything. I have to plug in my cell phone. It's been a few days since I last played, so there's some gold to dig for. Anything on today's daily deals? Nothing on the daily deals. Let's do some gameplay here. So we've got the yeah. Glad you made it in time after being out doing the musical. Okay, so it's musical improv. I didn't know that. Is it usually musical improv or one or the other? Welcome, Mark, as well. Just started things up, so you haven't missed anything yet. I was out running an errand, and now I'm back. So it's saying earn from blue-black or black-green. So let's do a little bit of the gold digging in this blue-black. I'll do this Rakdos deck in a little bit. It's black-red, but I think I can maximize my winnings if I go to blue-black. So we'll play this deck for a little bit. Try to get that gold and then switch to that Rakdos Demon deck. That's the latest video that I put on my YouTube. So played it a few times. It does demonic stuff, and I'll show it off in a little bit. Musical improv happens at least once or twice a month. And how is that there's music actually playing and then music that is playing and then people think of a scene and then they do the scene based on the suggestions but set to music, so that opponent always plays that commander right away because it also gives them a treasure. See, exactly like that. And then even if it gets killed right away, they can bring it back easily. But As for me, I've got my zombies. Colleen, reclusive painter. If they break their treasures, they can make bigger creatures, basically. Basically how it works. Up to 6 to 8 players. Counting the theater cast. Sounds pretty big event. If you would create one treasure, create more treasure. Okay, so it's going to be a bunch of treasure. And wouldn't you know it, I didn't get the final... Okay, Zorn, this is interesting. Zorn is not legendary, even though it seems like it's a legendary creature. Okay, fine. There is a comic book, I believe, named Zombie, but with an X. So X-O-M-B. Oh, and it's spelled X-O-M-B-I. Zombie. I don't remember what it is about at all. But there is that comic named Zombie. Oh man, I needed that to be untapped. But... I'll just hold off. Undead Augur. Whenever this or another zombie dies, you may draw a card. So I've got a zombie blocker. It is a zombie. Got some cool purple energy floating all around while they're drinking from a skull cup. And they have 5 mana. Doing a murder, drawing a card. There we go. Feed the swarm will be useful. Captain Lannery. Okay, so what will be the best thing to get rid of? Probably the captain. Well, I can get rid of... Well, the captain's just going to be making lots and lots and lots of treasures, so... Let's get rid of the captain, and then... Amass 1. We're at 5-4. I'm sure they'll still attack. What do we do? So if they attack with a 5-4, gets +1 for each artifact you control, Magecraft whenever you cast or whatever, create a treasure. Okay, well, they have 2 cards in hand. They'll be able to flashback that, make 1 more treasure. That could be a 6-4, I guess. Actually, it'll be like a 7-4, because they will strike it rich, casting a sorcery which causes Magecraft, which creates, see there it is, and it's going to make a treasure. It's going to happen, so it's a 7-4. I can block. Fine. I have 1 card left in hand. I could block that 8-4. I should probably... Oh, I'm already at 8 life. Never mind. How did I get down to 8 life? And then that is a 5-8. I guess I just want to recast that. Fine. Got a blocker. I could wipe the board. Nah, let's exile this and gain some life. Block with the army. That'll just be 1 damage. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, mill 2 cards. Guess we can stabilize a little bit. What do I want to do here? I could bring, if I bring in Gisa, then I could sacrifice zombies to make more zombies. I'll try that, see if we survive, and then a 1/1 haster. Fine. I'm gonna have to. Never mind. It's not a 1/1 haste because of course they did it with a treasure that's unblockable. Hopefully they don't top deck anything too great. Okay, that's a land. I'm gonna equip that and make it unblockable. That's gonna be a problem. I lose a whole turn. We're probably gonna lose this one just because I need to get some more removal. I'm going to also be hurting myself with my own enchantment there, so that's still unblockable, so there isn't anything to do. Alright, we got some gold there. That's raising up. Very close. We're going to be able to get the gold easily. How's everyone doing today? Okay, there's my as foretold. I get to go first, so I get some free spells. Double black for Bantu. Bring out this Lampid of Death's Vigil. I wonder what that word means. Lampid. Some sort of nymph. Turn 3 as foretold. Start to get free spells. Missed a land drop. 2 games in a row where I've missed a land drop, so we'll see how the algorithm will behave. While they are playing every color on the first sliver. Probably have the Poison Cup. That's a pretty cool Mu Yan Lin. So shiny. Profane Profession does stuff. Exile target creature, so you get to steal target creatures. Missing another land drop. Amazing. Okay, what can we do in the meantime? Well, hold on to. I won't be able to cast down. They're gonna be at their fifth. They're gonna be at their 5th mana. I'm gonna have to Baleful Mastery it, which gives them a land. Which gives them a card. Yeah, I'm a little tired as well. I was out a little while ago running an errand and got a little tired as well. Oh, perfect. You got your amazing critter plus first strike. Okay. So we can... I'll alternate cost that, you get to cast your amazing creature again. Doomblade. This is a pretty epic art right here. And I guess... oh yeah, I can pay for that. I can pay that for free. Yay, free cards. Free cards, yeah. Okay, next, come on, give me a land. Give me a land. That is a land, kind of. And 3 mana for free. Do a little attack. Thusly. Ooh, Mana Weft Sliver. That is a good one. It makes all of the slivers become mana producers. So, do not want... uh-oh, they have a counter spell ready to block that. Well, guess not. Okay. Let's bring out a big ol' zombie god. Draw a card off of that. Alright, free spell there. Let's hold off on that. Do some attacking. So here's their flavor fail. They're playing slivers, which are these little weird alien creature things, but then they played Profane Procession, which is all about like vampires, I think. So that doesn't match. 'Cause I'm a stickler for the what do you call it? Being on. Man, you're frogifying my own. Whatever. That's fine, actually. No, actually, that's not fine. Because when it dies, it won't be a god anymore, and then it won't come back to life, so fine. You got me. The once proud and mighty crocodile god has become a frog. As long as you have no cards in hand, slivers, this creature deals 1 damage. Sure, buddy. Let's see, so they are tapped out. What do I want to get rid of? So if they attack, I can probably block with my frog, and if I think it's what it is, then it won't come back to life because it's been turned into a frog. The flavor text says, that gnat was still hovering by the venison, and now both looked delicious. So I have 2 cards hidden away. What could they be? Since they're playing every single color, then that could be any variety of amazing they're playing every single color. So earlier I went out to run an errand, and then when I got something to eat, are you all familiar with that place Five Guys? It's a burger joint, and the and the place next door was a newly highly reviewed Michelin not, I don't know if they got a Michelin star, but it was Michelin reviewed, and they're one of the big famous food reviewing organizations or whatever. So the parking lot was so full. People were trying to get into this. It was a ramen. I think it was a ramen house, and a bunch of articles came up on my feeds about. About several San Diego restaurants have won recognition from Michelin stars. And wasn't that supposed to draw me a card? What happened there? Sacrifice a creature each opponent does. Never mind. Okay, I keep thinking it's something else. Fine. How much mana are they at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they drop their 7th land, they'll be able to replay their Big Mama Sliver. Although I have an answer. You have Burger Fuel, Burger King, and Burger Wisconsin. Interesting. You have Burger Wisconsin in New Zealand. Tell me about that. What do they do? Is it like very exotic to have Burger Wisconsin? You know, classic American hamburgers. Are they a big chain store? Obviously, Burger King's the big one globally. But Burger Wisconsin, I wonder if they're only a New Zealand thing. Burger Fuel, that sounds also very local. Oops, you're going to exile my creature. Nah, let's do this instead. You can't have my creature, I can have my creature. They might attack with a 3/3. So this place is called Five Guys because it they usually have 5 people working in the kitchen to get your burgers out in time. So right here, they're going to see, oh, they are tapped out. They have no mana to defend themselves. But they're going to forget about that As Foretold, which lets me cast cards for free. Fine. You're going to exile that. Then you're going to tap out. I need to get rid of that freaking enchantment. What does it do when it comes back? They all come back under their control. Fine. I don't have anything to do and to protect myself, so I won't play anything. Well, maybe right here they'll blunder and play their sliver. That's exactly what they'll do. Fine. Cascade into what? Growing Rights. That's pretty good. Reaching Sliver. How about you get to you can play that card again because it's such a nice card. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I need. Feed that swarm. Keep it. All right. So next turn, feed the swarm to destroy that procession. And what do we do after that? So wreck that. Don't get my poor creature back. Play my commander, I guess. They might have removal, and then they're like, never mind. Well, they really wanted to hold on to that enchantment. They wanted to steal my stuff. Let's read this thing one more time. Pay 5, exile target creature. Then, if there are 3 or more cards exiled this way, transform it. When it flips, tap it to add 1 mana of any color, pay 4, put a creature exiled with this permanent. Okay, so they wanted to steal my... They wanted to invest 15 mana. No, wait. 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. They wanted to invest 19 mana. 15, first of all, over 3 turns to steal 3 of my creatures. And then pay 4 mana to cast my own creatures against myself. And then, well, actually even more than that, because it's 15 mana to steal 3 creatures, plus the 3 to cast the enchantment, 18 mana, and then on top of that, 4 more mana for each 1 creature, so 4 times 3, 12. It's becoming so much math I can't even calculate it. I'll let you all calculate it for me. And so then I destroyed it with my 2 mana spell, and I thought I invested way too much into my shenanigans to be destroyed by 2 mana. Ooh, there we go. Claiming all those prizes. And we have 1 more. Okay, I'm going to switch over to that Rakdos deck, this demon deck. It's got some good removal, so we should be able to claim that reward a little faster. It's expensive. Just got to the local Fed Up fast food. Burgers are cheap and big. Alright, Tesa. They want stuff to trigger twice. And the only removal is on 5 mana at the moment. Now we'll get into something good. That's better. Arcane Signet, then Baleful, Liliana's Contract. There's my alternate win condition. So got some removal there, turn 3. Cinderclasm to do 2 damage to all creatures. Oh, I know what they're going to do. They're going to do a lot of Afterlife, making little spirits, but my Pyroclasm will take care of them. And then my Liliana's Contract will draw me 4 cards and be the alternate win condition if I... at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more demons with different names, you win the game. I'm not just right at the right place for the moment to have 4 demons just yet. We'll build up to it. And as I've been playing this, I noticed this. The first version of this Rakdos, when they first programmed it onto Arena 2 years ago, it used to flip these little coins. It used to flip these coins, and then the coins would do their thing, but they took away that animation now. It used to have an animation of Rakdos doing cool stuff, and then it also had an animation of Rakdos doing stuff, and then an animation of coins flipping. Oh man, they took away my card draw ability, my alternate win condition, which is Magical Christmas Land, but they left me with my removal spell. When this enters the battlefield until your next turn, creatures your opponent's control cannot attack. When an attacking creature dies. Okay, well, I'm sure this demon's not going to be long for this world, just because I'm also playing against an opponent with black. We're still working on the Lord of the Forsaken card combo. Yeah, now remember, keep it in historic. If you want me to play that combo, you have to keep it in historic card pool, because Arena doesn't have things older than historic, which you can't even say like anything older than Kaladesh. You can't really say that because Arena kind of throws in a bunch of different cards from all over the place. This is my 3rd game in a row where I'm missing another land drop, and I swear all my decks are good decks that have proper mana bases. But my paranoia... Alright, come on, summon. Don't tell me you're going to summon your commander, even though you can clearly see in my hand that I have removal. But if you want to do that, that's even better. Now they're going to power up their class. Sure. Have a shock. Okay, no more mana, but double removal, so fine. What does this class do again? If you would gain life, you gain that much plus 1 life. Or level 2, whenever you gain life, put a +1 counter on the stuff. That's a good one, Malakir. Cullblade, when my stuff dies, it gets bigger. Although it can't really get bigger if it has been exiled. Thusly. Build it in paper. Yeah, it's just a lot easier nowadays, especially in the US, to play digitally rather than paper. But if you find some cool combos and usages, I'm all ears. There we go, mana. Not enough to do anything interesting, but keep going. One more mana, I can bring out Demon of the Dark Schemes. It's a 5/5 flying. When it enters, it massacre worms everything. All creatures get -2/-2. All other creatures, so my own creatures. Massacre worm only affects the opponent, but this massacre demon affects my own creatures. Whenever another creature dies, gain energy, and then pay 3 +4 energy, and then reanimate. Alright, Vengeful Strangler, I think this one does interesting. Cannot block. When this dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control, attached to target creature or planeswalker. So when this transforms, enchanted creature at the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted permanent's controller sacrifices it, then that player loses 1 life. Well, in... I guess what I'll do is Cinder Clasm it and let it attach to my demon. Guess that's fine. Guess that does stuff. At the beginning of your upkeep, so back to the player, enchanted permanent's controller sacrifices a non-land permanent, then loses 1 life. Okay, fine. I still get to hit you for 4. Is that really worth it? I guess they thought back on my... So, fine, I'll sacrifice it. Wow, big loss. I'm sure they wanted it to trigger double. If they had Teysa out, it would attach to 2 creatures. I didn't have 2 creatures, so that was kind of anticlimactic. But okay, this is what we wanted. You have 2 mana to... Just in case, come on, spend all your mana. You know you want to. They've been getting very good usage out of that vial. Sacrificing their own creatures, drawing cards. Alright, well, we don't have a real target, but we do have a 5/5. A demon will probably not be long for this world. Oops, okay, if they're going to pay for their class, I could live with that. Okay, returning something back, so they're going to return back that vengeful, what do you call it? I have no way to get rid of that enchantment. It's going to happen only once. Alright, so they're going to let that happen once. So this is just going to lose a turn because if that Vengeful Strangler dies now, it'll attach on my turn, and I still can attack with my 5/5. So I'd still get a full attack with it. They don't have enough mana to... Your eternal whatever won't do much if I Cinderclasm. Such creative names, right? Cinderclasm. So it attaches back to me, that's fine. I get an energy. Back to my turn, I attack with a 5/3. Grim Tutor, you're dead. You're gonna damage yourself 3. You're gonna damage yourself 3 life with that tutor, and I'm about to attack with a 5/5. Let's do that quick math. 8 minus 3 minus 5. Now they might want me to summon my own creature. If I summon my own creature, well, they can go Grim Tutor if they go get Cast Down. Now Cast Down won't work. What's a 2-mana kill spell? Doomblade won't work. Cast Down would work because it's not a legendary. If they go get a Cast Down, they can do that. If they get the 2-mana feed the swarm, I think it'll kill it, but then it'll do 5 damage.